I have a couple of follow-up questions, but before I do that, I'd like to recognize the gentleman from Texas, Mr. Luttrell.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Currently, how do they find the breaks in the cable system? Are they pinging it with a sonar, side scan sonar, underwater unmanned vehicle, or are they tracking through repeaters?
Thank you, Representative Luttrell. It's essentially the light equivalent of a sonar. They have something called a reflectometer. Shoots light down, and some light can bounce back, and they measure the delay in the time. That's easiest if there's a clean break of the cable. They know precisely where that fault is.
Okay. And if not?
It requires more investigation. There are problems with called a shunt fault if the electricity fails on the cable. It's harder to pinpoint, but they investigate further.
That's normally at a shallower depth. I'm going
sir.
to make the assumption at the deeper waters, the deeper depths, we're not having that problem.
Less than 10% are at high speed.
Any sort of vehicle unmanned tracking these cable systems to find breaks or faults before we have a loss?
So that's a great question, detecting things before. And this is an incredible new technology, if you don't mind me just telling you for a moment. So you were talking about U.S. SEAL activity or other activity that hypothetically could cut a cable. Before, there was no way to hear that. You can use automatic identification system to see where a ship is, but you can turn that off. The industry has developed something that allows the light signals and changes to the light to actually hear what's going on. So if you actually go and touch a cable that has this technology on it, sounds like this. You can actually hear it. You can also hear ships that are dropping the anchor near the cable. It's a remarkable new technology, but the industry is kind of afraid of adopting it widely because they don't know how that is going to be permitted. It could greatly complicate the permitting process. So if we want the industry to adopt this incredible new technology, we need to give them a little bit more assurance of what would be allowed.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.